Are we live right now?
We were live like a mother.
All right, dude. What you got? I want to jump right into that.
Okay, so
immediately.
I told you, yeah, we will. I told you last week that I'm a big A&W Zero guy. And I just found this out like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe let me try it. Good to go. Love the flavor. To me, it doesn't even seem like I'm drinking anything zero. Because, usually zero drinks
Tastes like a diet
it's different.
soda.
Like, the aftertaste is different.
Right.
I don't get that with this. Here's the twist. I go to the grocery store last night. Somewhat of a twist. And these are always in stock. Mm-hmm. I go there, none in stock.
It's because they watched our show, bro.
Possibly. Maybe. In the future. But, so they didn't have any zero, like, regular in stock. But they had the cream soda zero in stock, which I've never tried. So we're both going to try something new.
This is cream soda?
This is the cream.
So people were talking about the cream soda on the comments.
Really?
They were saying that this is better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we did some. It was magic. But what I did, it's kind of ghetto. I still had some zero at my house, the regular. So I took one out and I put one in. So that you can try the regular if you want, or you can just dive into the cream. It's up to you.
Oh. Hey,
dive into the cream. That's what we do here. We're diving into the cream.
Bro.
Yeah, we're diving
I want
into
to try cream.
Okay. And there's another extra. There's another part to that story.
Okay.
It's like 9:30 p.m.
I'm gonna cough this whole show.
That's all right, man.
Dude, it sucks.
That's life.
I got cough drops. They're not doing anything.
I'm good.
Water's not helping. Okay.
Yeah, as long as you feel good, that's all that matters.
I feel
here.
fine. It's that stupid little like dangle tickle that if you feel like if you cough properly enough, it would.
I don't know about the dangle tickle. Nothing ever dangled in my mouth to tickle me in the throat.
Okay, well,
but so the extra part to that story is, as I'm grabbing the 12 pack and like leaning over, and there's not that many people in the grocery store at 9:30 p.m. nowadays. Maybe like 2 years ago, before COVID, it would have been normal. But now it's like people are home by like 7.
maybe you went on a Friday night. It's not a club.
I guess you're right.
It's not going to be system slumping party jumping at
Well, that's where people go to pick up chicks and chicks to pick up dicks or guys. Just work with me.
Okay.
Anyways,
sorry.
So I'm leaning over, picking it up, and then some lady walks by and she's like, "Oh, so I see you're taking all the cream soda." And I'm like, no, actually it's not. I've never tried it before, and there wasn't the kind that I get, so I'm grabbing this. She's like, "Oh, I'm just pulling your chain and this, that, and the other." And I'm like,
was she hot?
Cool. I don't like to judge people. That kind of answers your question.
Was she?
I don't like to judge people. She wasn't my type.
Okay, that's fair. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right. No, well, she was like in her mid-40s.
Cool.
She started telling me her life story, dude, in the middle of an aisle.
Over some cream soda?
Well, that was like the start. She was probably like, fresh meat, baby.
Okay.
Man, started talking about like how she's a very... people shouldn't take her seriously is what she's trying to say. She was trying to tell me, she's like, I mess around a lot. She's like, so I hope you didn't take that seriously. I was like, oh no, I'm like that too. Shit's not that serious until it is.
Okay.
And she started talking about how like, I learned karate when I was younger because you always need self-defense. And I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, why did I turn around? That, and why did I even I should have just been like, yeah, I'm getting my 12-pack, bitch. I'm fucking out this motherfucker. I should have been like, weird. But she was probably like, oh, very kind type of person. And that turned into that, and how like you need self-defense, especially women, and this. I was like, I'm not going to do anything to you if that's what you're thinking. I might look intimidating sometimes.
People are just talking to you about this?
And then just kept going. She started talking about some guy she knows in California and how things happen to him. People that just like dumping weird shit on you.
Yeah.
Like, remember we had that talk where I say some people just do not exist?
Oh, dude.
But we're not going to get into that today.
Oh, bro.
That's going to be another show.
Do we just say
that's
fuck
gonna be
the questions
show.
and get into that?
Did you already open your shit?
No.
Let's do that.
I got to fucking...
But anyways, like I found a way to be like, Okay, yeah, you know what? I gotta take the liquor that I have in my car. I have to pay for it before they not let me buy it because it's a certain time frame. Even though it's not even close, I'm hoping she doesn't really like. She's like, okay, have a good day. I hope you didn't think I was too odd. I was like, no, you're fine. You're just like me. And walked away. So,
that's your story?
That was weird. Like she took like 10 minutes out of my life just for me to listen to her about karate. And some odd man in California. No, she exists, but she's not real. Just taking, it's how the universe works, man. You decide what you want to make real and not.
All right.
That was not real. That was just, I don't know, man.
That was Matrix? Do we live in the Matrix?
There are some resemblances, some comparisons that I can put and say, yeah, those things are real. Like, I don't think we're running away from like guys with fucking shades and trying to kill you every fucking 5 seconds.
Okay.
I don't believe that. But are there agents? Yeah, there's a shitload of agents.
So this isn't real?
No, this is real.
But it doesn't exist?
But can it be some sort of simulation? That's the thing. That's what I believe.
We're like right now, we're in a simulation.
Yeah, we're living in a simulated world. Whatever you want to call this, universe, Earth, whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
That hurts, man.
Not really, because it can still be a simulation and you can still create everything you want in that simulation.
So one day are we going to like somebody's going to turn the game off and they're going to be like,
what's that ASMR thing?
Yeah. Somebody's going to turn the game off and be like, hey, how was it? And you're going to be somebody else. And they're going to be like, how long were you in there? And you're going to be like, 50 years.
Death?
No.
Restart.
Dude.
Rego.
No.
Yes. Reset.
Let me try. I got a bunch of cough drop in my mouth, though.
That's going to fuck it up. Okay, I've never been a cream soda guy.
Try it.
But that's just me. The other one's definitely better. Personally, I like the regular A&W Zero. Personally.
No, but this is tasty.
Yeah, that's what, like, cream soda to me has always been something that people either like or don't like. There's no in between. I've always felt like with the cream soda, like I can drink it, but I've never been.
This is really good.
There you go. You are now in love.
I usually drink Diet Coke, but I've been drinking Diet Coke for forever because that's what my family drinks, and
But you can tell it's Diet Coke.
No, you can't.
Come on.
So no, listen.
Come on.
Listen.
It don't taste like Coke.
No, it tastes like its own drink. That's what I was about to tell you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So when you drink like a Diet Sprite,
yeah,
it's not. It doesn't taste like Sprite. When you drink a Diet Dr. Pepper, to me, it doesn't taste like a Diet Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
I feel like Diet Coke is its own drink, not trying to taste like Coke. It's just its own shit. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
Coke Zero tastes pretty close to regular Coke.
I was going to get to that. To me, Coke Zero is my preference in the Coke family that doesn't have sugar.
Yeah.
Because there's like, okay, it's like in between Diet Coke and regular Coke. But I know what you're saying. Diet Coke has it's its own entity.
It's its own drink.
The motherfucker's been here a while.
Yeah.
It's like, no, dude, I do my own shit.
Right.
I'm not trying to play off of anybody else. No. I'm me.
But
I
Diet
get shit
Pepsi's
done.
Gross.
Never had it.
It's gross.
Never will have it.
Okay. Pepsi's gross to me too, though.
See, this is a good conversation.
I'm a Coke guy.
Great conversation. So, a lot of people think, well, Coke and Pepsi, it's the same thing. No, it fucking isn't.
No.
It's not. When I was a kid, I was partial to Pepsi for one easy reason. One reason. You could just look at it and you'll understand why. The colors.
Blue and white and red.
Yeah, it like popped to my eye more than the Coke. It was like red and white, man. Come on.
Oh, okay.
But then as I got into like my teens, oh yeah, no, it's all about the flag. It's all about patriotism.
Oh, dude, Snoop Dogg right there, bro.
Yeah, not that kind of flag.
Oh no, you're cripping.
No, I'm like this.
Oh,
Pepsi was red, white, and blue.
Oh, okay. You're a patriot.
Patriotism. That, you know.
My bad.
No. When I was a kid, it just looked cooler. Let's just be real. That's me.
All right.
But as I got into my teens and flavor matters, it was just like, yo, Coke's like 10,000 times better.
Were you ever a Dr. Pepper guy?
Yes. Oh, since I was a kid.
No.
Always been Dr. Pepper. That's my number one. 23 flavors. I don't care how you did it. That's the shit.
You love it?
Oh, yeah.
No, dude, I don't care.
I can't drink it now because of that shit.
Yeah.
Parosmia shit. But I could drink Dr. Pepper Zero. But once I found, well, not that one, but A&W Zero, I'm not buying any other Zero for the rest of my life.
No, dude. I don't want Dr. Pepper.
No, you don't have to.
Ever.
You won't get it from me ever.
It's gross. A lot of people disagree.
No, I love Dr. It's one of those things. You either love it or you don't.
Oh, I hate Dr. Pepper.
Love it. Mountain Dew?
Oh, dude. By the gallon. I don't even
Mountain
know.
Dew is like...
I barely even know what Mountain Dew tastes like because I'm just just going for it.
Yeah.
You know
Mountain
what?
Dew's like that... I don't know. That's another thing where it's just in its own fucking like...
And then Code Red came out, dude, when I was a kid.
I stopped liking it, but...
It fucked my world up.
Yeah.
I was up for days, dude. I just Code Red and Cheetos.
That was like the combination, dude. No fucking lie.
My poops were weird for like a month.
You know. But then they started making these... They started saying that like, if you drink too much Mountain Dew, this is going to happen to your doot-doot.
Oh, remember
You know,
that?
that dumb shit, like...
Do you think that's real?
I mean, it's not good for you long term.
Soda in general.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that has like a shitload more of sugar than anything else, or not even sugar, high fructose corn syrup. That's the shit that gets you. That's the shit that fucks you up. Here's a little tip to all you guys that work out. Make sure that anything that you buy, whether it's soda, bread, anything that's sweet, make sure the ingredient high fructose corn syrup is not on the label. That's in like every soda. See, back in like the 70s and 80s, no, that's not in that because it's zero.
Can I look?
Oh, yeah, go for it. Sorry.
Can I look?
Yeah, man, my bad.
Fuck.
I guess we all have to learn before we...
I just want to see what you're talking about.
You're right.
You're talking to them anyway.
Sorry.
Don't look at me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
okay,
dude.
Okay, so all of those things... I was talking about the 70s and 80s not when sodas were created, because that was way before that.
What are you talking about?
But I'm talking about the 70s and the 80s. They used real sugar, and before that, in their sodas. But they found that it was cheaper to go this route. Instead of using regular sugar, like cane sugar, they use high fructose corn syrup. And that really fucks up your urge to want more of that. It's like you get addicted to high fructose corn syrup, and it's just it's one of the worst
to what?
To continue to want more of that.
You get addicted to it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And it's also just let's think about sugar, but like sugar on drugs.
Okay.
That's what high fructose corn syrup is. It just affects everything. It'll affect your weight loss. It'll affect any changes you want to make. It fucks with your brain and shit, the way you think. Everyone do their own research. Look up high fructose corn syrup. But that's what they did. That's what all these companies did. They replaced sugar with that one ingredient. So if you really want to get on the real like health trend, you need to get rid of high fructose corn syrup. Because some breads will still put it in their bread. Like loaves of bread.
But what's it going to do to you? Why do you got to get rid of it? What's it doing to your body?
It's slowing everything down. It's slowing down the metabolism. It's not letting the natural progression of whatever you're doing get you to that next level. It's just bringing you down. I'm not a scientist. I don't know the actual terms, but that's what I'm saying. Everyone look it up, and it's not it's the worst.
So you don't eat any of it? Or drink
anything that I look at everything, and I am not going to high fructose corn syrup. It's the only time, again, cheat day. That's it. Cheat day, there is no holds barred. Okay. I don't go looking for it. That shit's still
going to be in your system.
Listen, I don't look for it, but unfortunately, it's in every regular soda. But it is.
Oh, so on your cheat day, your regular soda, your regular...
No,
everything.
I can't drink soda right now.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the thing. Like, so, but anything else doesn't really have it.
Oh, okay.
You know what does have it? Every ketchup packet that you get from like fast food restaurants, high fructose
So you don't
corn
need
syrup. I can't have ketchup, but before I would, yeah, because it's like you need that ketchup for your French fries. Come on,
Ranch.
that doesn't have it. No, it's they don't use sugar.
No,
in
I'm
ranch.
saying I would much rather have ranch with my ketchups than...
Oh,
I mean,
really?
ranch
You're a
with
ranch
my
guy?
fries. Yeah.
Okay, so I can't have either anymore, but I'm a blue cheese guy.
When are you gonna...
Best shit
You're
ever.
fucking gross, dude.
On wings,
That shit's
if you're-
illegal.
If you are eating wings with
No.
ranch, you're doing it wrong.
No.
Wrong.
No.
You either do it by itself or with blue cheese.
No.
Yeah.
Blue cheese... Dude, blue
Then you
cheese
get that big
is
chunks.
mold.
You need some of that.
You're eating mold. You don't need mold.
You need mold in your system
No.
to fight off more bacteria.
No. So you're eating it for health.
I mean, because it tastes good as fuck.
Blue cheese...
Shit.
Blue cheese is disgusting, bro. It smells... Oh, man. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
I
dude.
love it. Well, not anymore. It tastes weird to me because of that shit, but yeah. I was like, I don't want fucking ranch on my wings.
When are
Fuck
you going to
that.
get that taken care of? And start taking that stuff that I sent you.
Whenever this universe wants me to feel better about that, that means I could. But maybe it's like a blessing in disguise. Maybe it detracts me from eating all these things. I can't have any condiments. That helps. Condiments are like play a big role into you not reaching a lot of your goals.
So a lot of people don't count their ketchups and their sauces.
And when you get the ranch little things, that's like 100 to 150 calories just in
yeah.
that little fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that.
Sorry, dude. I keep coughing, man.
No, you're good. That's like 150 calories. That's a good 30 grams of protein of egg whites.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do I want 100 calories of egg whites that'll give me 20 grams of protein or 100 calories of nonsense? Again, we all got to live a little bit, but these things become trends.
What about your salads? See, a dressing will ruin a salad as far as nutrition and health
Right.
goes. Because you take a cup of salad, right? Or 4 cups of salad or however much you want.
Yeah.
You got like 50 calories in that. But then you throw in your zesty this and your ranch that and your la-di-da-di-das, and now that's an 800 calorie salad. What do you suggest for people to be using? That tastes good.
Well,
taste is big for...
Right. I mean, you can find a lot of the same light or 0 calorie dressings, and you might have to dig in a little bit as to figure out, okay, which one do I actually like? Because some are just like, But then if you really want to get really gangster and like, these are acquired tastes. Again,
Your balsamic vinegars and your...
those using like apple cider vinegar and mixing it with like olive oils and things of that nature. Finding a way to create like a low fat yogurt, plain fucking yogurt, and mixing
Ranch
it into
packet.
something. Yep. And that's now your base for your dressing. And it's all about the mind. Like, because the mind will say, well, this isn't ranch, so fuck this. But if you just...
But if it tastes good, you stick to it longer, I feel like.
Right. Well, it should be, again, these things need to become like a base of how you live. Once in a while, get into the things that you do like. That's the only reason why I have a cheat day.
Yeah.
Not because like, how can I explain it? Well, I kind of did last week. You work hard during the week, you stay on track so that you can have that one day. And for some people, it's just one meal. That's all you need. One big ass meal and say, I'm going to eat everything I want for this hour and then get back on track. To just kind of feed that need to keep you sane and so that you don't fall off of these diets. Boom, boom. Like, because that's what happens. And using the word diet, you're already setting yourself up for failure. You got to change that. You got to just say, this is the way I live now. It's not a diet. It's
Your
just
lifestyle.
food. Yeah, it's what it is. And, like, there's all these trendy words for it. But no, just learn to become structured.
Yeah.
If we're structured with what time we get up, how we shower, how many times we shower a week, hopefully every day. Unless, sometimes you got that lazy day, you're just chilling. You didn't do nothing, you chilling. No one's smelling you, you're just in your house.
Okay.
So if we have structure and everything, why don't we have structure in our diets?
We should. Discipline equals freedom. I feel a lot better. I feel stronger. My thing, tomorrow will be 3 weeks that I've been doing this. I know you don't like diet, but lifestyle. And I haven't had a single cheat day. I haven't had a single cheat meal. I haven't had a single thing. But what I have done is if I got the calories for it, like I left the gym the other day after me and you talked.
Yeah.
And I went and got
crumble,
a pack of grandma's cookies.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, I can't have crumble. That's I can have it if I want it and I have the calories for it, but that's gonna wait. I'd rather have meat. I'd rather have something that's gonna feed my body. I was like, you know what? But I really do want cookies.
Yeah.
So I went and I got a 2-pack of grandma's cookies, and I just ate that. And that's
Which is about half the calories of getting that one crumble cookie.
Yeah, and it was good. It satisfied my cookie craving.
Okay, so you were a grandma's cookie guy.
I didn't know I was. I didn't know I was. No, because I was looking around the store. I just went to a gas station, and I was looking around, and I was like, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. Okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at like little donut holes, and I was looking at little
Isn't
cupcakes.
that just a trap, man? I love it. Oh my God. Like any gas station you go to, like convenience store, and they have everything. Like the moment you walk in, you have like the little thing where they have the donuts on the side, and then obviously you have your aisles. You have your own aisles for chips, for candy, for pastries, everything that you love. And then even when you're walking out, they set up things strategically so that when you walk out, you're like, wow. And then it's just like all the way to the end. And even at the counter, they have like these nice ass cookies and, things like that. So it's a trap.
They know what they're doing.
It's a trap, man.
They know what they're doing. But you know what cookies. I did buy to drink with those? I was going to get some milk and I was like, let me see what they got.
Yeah.
They had, so Shamrock makes this strawberry milk. And it was like 230 calories for 40 grams of protein.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And it was 2 for $5.
I know what you're talking about.
And I was like, let's run that.
Yeah.
So I still got my cookies, but I still got my milk and cookies or whatever, but I got my protein in. I got my, I could have gone to Crumble and had one cookie for what I had all of this for.
And no protein.
And a crash and a sugar crash to match. And the guilt and the bullshit.
Well, here's the thing with that too. Not only is this the way it works for me. On a day where I'm not supposed to have it, I don't even want to say that. Even on a day when I know I don't need it, don't want it, I'll fall into that trap, and then it's never just one. There is no way in hell I can go to Crumble and just have one cookie. That's dumb.
Those are the best cookies, dude.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I always either got to get 2 or 4. That's just what it is. If it's like,
I pay the $35, I get that 12.
Okay.
I do. I get 2 of each on the menu, baby.
Here's the if it's a good week, I'll do 6. If it's like, I've done this before. This is
catch
dumb.
me with a raspberry cream or a churro. Catch me on those days, bro.
Dude. Like maybe I would say about right before I left for winter break.
Yeah.
Maybe right after Thanksgiving. It was a Saturday. And those were the days where I would always get a 4-pack of Crumble, like Saturday after my workout. That was like the pre-game to cheat day on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I always used to do that. And I do that sometimes still where it's like, I got to have something to kind of prepare me for that next day. It's stupid, but that's just how I work. And I haven't done it since then, but I went and they had the Twix and I was like, I'm going to try it. I don't think I'm going to be too because I couldn't eat chocolate, but I just wanted to try it.
Yeah.
Then obviously tried the other ones. I don't remember what other ones they have, but I went home. I didn't go home. I ate like 2 of them in the car. That's what I do.
No, you didn't, bro.
I ate 2 on the way home.
How do you have this body? When you talk to me about your eating habits and stuff, dude.
The thing is, I just talked to you about the 10 to 15% of bullshit. I don't talk to you about the 85% of.
No, but I know you drink your egg whites and you do your.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So like, it's not fun to talk about that 85% of what keeps you on track.
We're gonna talk about it today,
for sure.
We're gonna talk about it today.
But 8-2 on the way, and one of them was the Twix, and I was like. I was on the highway, like really thinking, I gotta turn back and just get a 4-pack of Twix. Holy shit, dude. I didn't because it was just like, I don't want to. I got home and I was thinking about it the whole day. Like it's 5 p.m., 6 p.m. And I'm like, tomorrow's Sunday. They're not going to sell this bitch no more. And plus they switched the fucking thing, the rotation. It's like
you gotta wait for
9 p.m., dude.
You drove.
No, worse. I had them delivered to my house, a 4-pack, dude. I paid $30 for a 4-pack of Twix, dude, of the Twix Chrome. This is not bullshit, dude. And I did it so much on the down low, like.
Did you share any with your boy?
Yeah, because it gets to a point where it's like,
this
4
is too
cookies
much.
is a lot, yeah.
How much is it in a cookie? How many calories a cookie?
Well, it depends on the cookie, but it's anywhere between 5 to like 800.
Bro.
Yeah. So like I'm watching on the app so I can kind of time it because I don't want the doorbell to ring because I don't want someone else because I think my parents were visiting at the time because it was right after Thanksgiving. I didn't want them to like open the door and be like, cookies, what the fuck?
Oh, you're being sneaky.
Sneaky, but not hiding it from them. Like sneaky to... The sneaky part was them finding out that I ordered cookies at fucking 10 p.m. at night to have them delivered to. That's the sneaky part. But the fact that I have cookies there is, they can see them, they can have some. That's not the problem. Because it's just, yeah. Think about it. Come on, man. Like
I'm so ashamed.
Well, yeah. It's just like you paid an extra fucking $15. Just to have them delivered because this flavor's not going to come back soon. And lo and behold, like a month later, they brought it out again because it was like a fan favorite. I'm like, fuck you, man. That's bullshit. Like,
did you go get more?
I didn't because I was in Mexico at the time.
Oh.
That's when I was over there, because like at the end of the year, they did like the top 4 most requested. I don't know why I know this shit. I should not know this stuff. But
that's what I'm saying, bro.
So yeah, dude, like
your 80% diet may have you locked down, but like that 15% or 20% that you got has a heavy fucking hold on you, huh?
Mm-hmm. But that's how I stay consistent.
Yeah.
And more power to people that stay 100% consistent, that are like fucking ripped and you can fucking like make trails on their bodies and shit like that. More power to you, but I think I've lived that lifestyle. And just for me personally, it doesn't equate to having a happy long-term life mentally.
Yeah.
And even physically, because when you're used to being like as strong and energetic, it's not the same. And it takes a little bit to get used to that.
So a calorie deficit takes from your gains and your strength? Really? Every time?
So unless you decide to live in that, then your body starts to get used to, okay, this is how we live now. But when you're doing it for like, when you get to a certain point and you're like that for like a month, that's not enough time to say, okay, we can still work out the same. You can't. Because when you're used to working out a certain way at like 170 and just, decent way of living as it pertains to food intake, and what kinds of foods, that energy, how you push yourself in the gym is totally different than when you go all the way down to like 153 and you're shredded and you're not eating all the other things that provide some of that energy. You're low on carbs, fats. You're high on protein, but that's not enough.
Yeah. You got to be well-rounded.
Other things. Yeah. So, but a lot of people will use that as excuses. Like when people start their journeys, they'll say, well, I can't just like stop eating everything that I eat. No one's saying that. I used to use this analogy to people that would start and ask me like, well, how do I stick with it? Or how do I just go? And I don't even know if like, I don't want to answer any of these questions.
That's what I was just thinking, I think we should get into it now.
Let's do that, because if I don't want to answer something, then get to it and like repeat myself.
Well, which one do you want to pick? What were you about to talk about? Because it kind of sounded like you were about to talk about all of them at once.
That's my point. So let's pick one, and then we'll stick to that, and then...
Can I pick my most important one?
Yeah, let's do it.
So this is from TikTok. We got No Limit Nails, right? Mm-hmm. They asked, what do you say to someone who's never tried as far as a journey of any sort? Mm-hmm. What would you say to somebody that's come to you and that is literally too afraid to even try? Because I've been there. I've been there 100,000 times.
Okay.
Have you ever been there?
Afraid to do something?
Afraid to even try.
Afraid to do something?
Fuck you, man.
Okay. Afraid to get started with something.
Afraid to try. I said what I said.
Okay.
There's plenty of room to fight if you're feeling froggy. There's plenty of room.
What he said. I think that if you don't find yourself once in a while trying things that scare you, then you're not living. Because usually when you're nervous about something or scared about something that you're deciding on whether to start or not, more often than not, in my humble opinion, it's an inclination that you should do it, that it's the right step to make. Because bad decisions are easier to make, you know? And then you won't think about it till afterwards, be like, damn, why'd I do that? You know? But because it just seems so easy to do. For some reason, the bad things are easy.
Yeah.
Shortcuts are easy, but they always come back to bite you. When something seems like it's, man, I want to get up there, but I have to start there. You know? I want to get up here, but I have to start here. And I'm looking up and it's like,
I'll never get there.
Not only that, but it's just like, that's frightening, because it's everything, dude. Like, not just in weight journey, but also when you decide to change your career, when you want to do what you love, you look at the beginnings, but then you're also afraid of the success because you don't know what that brings, what that entails, and you're not sure if you're ready for it. And the same thing goes with the weight loss journey or muscle gaining or whatever your journey is, because you think, man, I'm like this now. When I'm like that, like, what is it going to feel like? Like, but that's not how anything works.
Like you're saying that people can be afraid to lose themselves
and not even know how to react, how to act, how to be, because it seems like a totally different person. But that's not how this works.
No.
Anything worth your while and that is going to benefit you, it's a process. It's a process. It's a process. And you can use that with anything in life. But we'll stick to the weight loss journey. Like, you don't go from 300 pounds all the way to 150. That's not the level. That's not the jump you take.
Right.
It's 350 to 345 to 340, 342, 338.
Yeah.
Those are the steps. So that by the time you are that 180 or that whatever it is you're aiming for, you don't even know that, like, you don't even feel that change.
Right.
Because you're just slowly getting into that. And it's the same thing. Like, let's say, for example, somebody wants to become a radio host. Okay. You don't go from just being in your room to the next day becoming the radio host where like a million people are listening.
Yeah, Howard Stern didn't just jump into a studio, right? And do it.
That thought process is like, holy shit, like, I'm not ready for that, but that's what I want to do. So people won't start because they think it's that to that.
Yeah.
No, it's like...
Dude, there's so much failure in between.
It goes from even talking to the mirror or just talking in your room by yourself, maybe recording yourself for like 30 minutes and just talk about random shit. Mm-hmm. And then do that a few times and then feel comfortable to maybe start a YouTube channel or whatever it is, some sort of podcast or anything where you can start to develop those characteristics or personality, and you just go and you keep doing it. And by the time the universe knows, and this is the way I talk about things, the universe knows when you're ready for something because it gives you that next jump. But it has to know that you really want it and that you're in it.
Okay.
So that's why it is scary. But I think that's why people don't do shit, because they look at the end result and how it's going to be, as opposed to just go.
Yeah.
Just start.
Yeah.
Any little thing matters. But now I want you, what do you think? Like, what you're in it right now.
Okay. What would I say to somebody who's never tried? Can I just speak personally, because I am in it? And let me tell you, if I could go back in time and I can talk to
yourself,
18-year-old me, 15-year-old, dude, I've been fat for forever. If I can go back in time, dude, I would just sit down with myself, and there would be so much love and care, and I just want to hug you and hold you and tell you that everything's going to be okay, and let you know that this shit that you're about to do is the scariest thing that you've ever done in your life, but you are going to find so much joy and comfort and meaning. Like once you find a journey and something for yourself that you own, that nobody can take that from you, you own that. That's yours. And there's no better feeling than being able to say, my life that has not been mine for such a long time, I own it now. I control it, and I'm going to do with it whatever I want to do, whatever I see fit, because I am strong enough to do this. And I've wasted so much time being afraid of the what ifs that I'm going to become the I am, and I'm just going to fucking handle business, and I'm going to do it. Because what you said is, in the future, there's another Garrett sitting there waiting for me, wishing that he could go back in time to talk to me, wishing that I could go back in time to talk to him. And we're all the same, and it's just progress. It's love. I would just say go. Just like you said, just do it. You do not want to die with all this wasted potential that you were too afraid to unleash, because you are a monster inside. You are a beast. You are a king. Own your life. Do it. Just go. Don't worry about falling. Don't worry about failing. Don't worry about any of that. Day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, if you fucking have to, but you get up and you climb and you grind and you fucking find yourself. That's what it's about. It's not about the end. It's about the right here, right now, that this fucking step that I take forward is forward. Mm-hmm. It's progress. I will not stay stagnant any longer. My life means something. That's what I would say to somebody who's never tried. Go.
What do you have to lose besides more of whatever you're feeling?
Nothing at all. You only have to gain.
Yeah.
You only have to grow.
And to help with that,
I feel all fucking pumped up right now.
You ready to throw some shit around, bro. That's a good feeling. But that's from the heart, and that's a real sentiment. It's not fabricated. It's not created. It's real life. So, find your base, understand who you are, understand that what you're aiming for is going to happen. Okay. But, don't worry about how it's going to happen or what's going to happen when you're there. No one knows how their journey is going to be like in the middle, because they're just looking at the end. But if you just go through it, it's going to get you to where you want to get to. Maybe having a decent support system, whatever, it can just be one person. Also, I don't like to be negative, but a lot of times we have people around us, and a lot of times they're family members that will tell you, you look fine.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with you.
But why do they do that?
A couple things. Because they think that you're not strong enough, And because they probably want you to be that way because they feel comfortable you being that way because they probably are the same. I feel like it's like the whole crab in a bucket thing, where as long as you're here with us, you're good. But the moment you try to climb out that bucket, another crab pulls you down because they're trying to do the same thing. And I think that's the biggest problem.
So by you trying, are you holding up a mirror to their face? Are you holding them accountable to themselves and they don't like that?
Yeah, because you see it firsthand because people think that because you work out or that you're in shape, that you automatically think you're better than them because that's the way they think. But that's not, when you do things for yourself, you do it for yourself and no one else. And you're willing to help someone else that's willing to go through that journey. But that's the biggest problem with who you think's in your circle. Like, a lot of times they probably shouldn't be in your circle. Family's family, you can love them, but the real ones push you to be better.
Yeah, I think if you shut it down and work on yourself, you realize how many dead plants you've been watering for such a long time.
Yeah.
Serious. Mm-hmm. And it is what it is.
And for me, like I've never been one to like, hey, you should try this. Hey, you should do this. I don't worry about anyone else's life. But if they come to me and they're like, man, I need help. Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be like, because I believe everyone should be happy with themselves. And I don't need to be telling people how they should be happy or why they should be happy. But if someone says, you know what, I want to do this because it's going to better me, like it's going to help me grow, or just even if it's some crazy ass thought, like you can do that, but you got to start. You know, it's not just going to show up one day.
There's no aha moment in this journey where you're like, oh, now I'm in it. Now I'm doing it.
That's like winning the lottery.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
No.
So yeah, I think you just have to you need to decide and put your foot down and start. Just start and go from there. Every little thing matters. Every little decision you make from here on out matters. It's like you say, you don't want to be 10 years from now and be like, man, I should have started 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Where would I be?
Right. You know how many times I've done that?
But
I'm just saying.
Right.
That's a real thing.
I think we've all done things in certain aspects in our lives where we're like, man, if I would have done it at this. No, you
that doesn't
did
even pertain to just fitness. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're right.
That goes for, I should have gone to school. I should have asked that girl out. I shouldn't have been in this relationship so long. I
had a chance.
I'm being serious.
Yeah,
I should have. And I got so tired of living I should have that I just want to do it all.
Yeah. Yeah, because you either do or you don't. Because if you don't, you're just always going to be wondering what if. And, you know, there's all the cliches in the world and we hear it all the time, but the simplest things are true.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to start. Anything. Mm-hmm. Change it up. Don't fall into the routine. If every day seems the same, then you're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
If you're just going in a circle, you're just going to dig yourself into that circle. Find a different route, as scary as it is. But that's going to take you to some wonderful places. You're going to learn something, and it might just be a detour to something else. But at least you're out of your circle.
And progress is progress, dude. If you're somebody that, like I've been to the point where it was hard to get out of bed. It was hard to get out of a chair. I've been that heavy. If your daily goal is fucking 50 steps, try. Mm-hmm. Take your 50 steps. After you've done that, try 55.
Yeah.
Try 60. Try. And then you get to a point, I'm talking specifically to me, dude, I just walked 3 miles yesterday without stopping.
Nice.
And I was the guy that was too afraid to get out of bed because it was uncomfortable, because I was afraid that, oh, you know, I'm never going to be that guy anyway, so I might as well just learn to live in this space that I'm at now. It's comfortable here. I might be sad, but at least I'm here. And you just go. You just start. I didn't get 3 miles right off the bat. I'm sure you could probably do fucking 12 miles. It doesn't matter. You have to go.
Yeah.
Whether it's 3 miles, 12 miles, 40 steps, none of that's going to go without the first step.
And I think that's what you're touching on is it also bleeds into the reasons why people don't start is because of the reactions of the other people. Like just in general, like you think, well, are people going to look at me a different way, a certain way? But here's the thing, and this is like that you're always going to have that. But I truly believe that people that are in that space that are trying to get better, they will root you on. And the ones that try to bring you down are the ones that aren't doing shit. You might get, once in a while, some fuck ass, at the gym or whatever. But they're either fucking shit ain't going right, or they're just starting to, but they're starting on the different side of the coin. They're probably skinnier and they're trying to get bigger. But they think because they're skinnier that they're at a better spot than you are. So it's kind of like easy to, well, what the fuck? No. It's all just a journey. You're all trying to meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
So that.
I think the best place to be for a journey is in the gym. Because everybody that, at least you're in one specific location, that everybody in there is trying to better themselves. There's nobody in there that's like, I'm perfect, I don't need to be here. And everybody's trying.
And don't be afraid to go to the gym because you think someone's going to judge you. No, everyone's there to get better.
Right.
And you're going to see people like yourself. You're going to see people in all shapes and sizes. So don't be afraid to go to the gym because that should be the place you should go. Mm-hmm. That should be your therapy because that's where everyone else is going to better themselves, and you'll learn stuff along the way. But yeah, just start. No limit nails. Just go for it. Like, you asking a question, you're starting today.
That's a start.
Yeah. And you're starting today and you're going to go.
Yeah.
And that's what, we know you're going to go. Yeah.
What about Erica Landeros? Erica Landeros wants to know what's been the biggest game changer, what's helped the most.
I want you to start off this time, though. For you.
My biggest game changer?
Yeah.
Is the people that I have decided to surround myself with. Because people are speaking life into me rather than keeping me stagnant, keeping me in a headspace that is not progressive. So I'm surrounding myself by like-minded people that are either doing it, have done it, worse off than me, better off than me, whatever. But we're all like-minded in the fact that we want to be the better us. And it's better to surround yourself with people that are constantly pushing you rather than people that are just, I don't want to say accepting you the way that you are, because people deserve to be accepted by who they are and what they are and whatever. But don't find your identity in that. Don't find your identity in comfort. Push yourself. Don't be afraid to push yourself. Don't be afraid to have somebody show you a little bit of tough love and be like, you're fucking up right there. Mm-hmm. That's what I like. Yeah. That's a huge thing for me, is because I get into, and mine's not so much physical, mine's more mental, because I very much talk down about myself and I talk shit and I'm very self-deprecating. And then there's you who, like, I'm trying to make you laugh, but the real damage that I'm causing, and you don't smile, you don't laugh, and you're just like, that's stupid. Shut the fuck up. I need that. Mm-hmm. Because I'm trying to comfort myself by being like, if I make fun of me first, then you can't make fun of me.
Yeah.
But you're just like, why does it have to be a make fun of in the first place?
That's I think a lot of people are like that.
Yeah.
Like, I think we I don't know if we talked about this once, but sometimes we don't do well with compliments. And we should. Sometimes we need to just accept them and not.
Which is easier said than done.
Oh, yeah. And that's why no one does it. It's difficult. But that's how we've been conditioned to say, if someone says, someone tells somebody you're your hair looks nice today. The normal, I don't even want to say it's not the normal, but a lot of times you're going to get, oh no, I woke up out of bed like this. Like right now I'm having a bad, like it's always like, no, not really. As opposed to saying, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one thing. But when you're also making jokes to kind of make, poke at yourself so that we get that out the way so that I don't bring it up or anyone else brings it up. It doesn't have to be brought up at all. Like,
because you might not even be thinking what I just said about myself. Now I just introduced that. And I just look like a clown because you're like, you could be like, oh shit, this dude just did something cool. And I'm shitting on myself for no reason.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah. Like, as I'm getting to know you more, like I understand, like I'll still fight those jokes. And, I'll still be like, nah, man, like that's not, but like at the beginning I was like, I don't know how far Garrett's going to come if he keeps making fun of himself.
Yeah.
Because he's going to keep expecting to be this person.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I'm like, little things like that matter. Death is in the tongue. The things we say about ourselves, that's what we are or we will become in the future. So yeah, that's why sometimes I'll like, not because you're not funny. You're funny as shit. But there's moments in time where it's just like, no, you don't need to think about that. Even if it's funny to you, or maybe you're just, trying to neglect any hate coming your way or whatever. So, I'll gladly be like, nah, man, like it's, and I think we're both sarcastic to the fucking, like the umpth degree.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. And sometimes we're just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And there's a fine line, but that's one of those lines where like sometimes I'll just be like, you'll be like joking like a motherfucker, but it's still the joke. I'll just be like, nah, dude, you're good as fuck. Like, no, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
I'll turn it seriously. I won't talk shit.
No, I know.
But I'll be like, I won't take it as sarcasm.
But when you do that, it completely stops me in my track.
And it has to, man. Like, I want those jokes to come out 2 years from now.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like, okay, yeah, we can fuck around.
Yeah.
But even then, like, I'll be like, man, I feel like I'm fucking lazy as fuck. I look lazy as shit. To you, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
But only we know what we feel.
Yeah.
But even that helps. We're like, what the fuck? You're here, you're doing work.
Yeah.
Because we all want to find the things we don't like about ourselves. And, it works both ways.
But you can't focus on those things. You only want to find the things that you don't like about yourself so that you can change it.
If you're going to change them. Like, if you're doing
Why focus on it if you're not going to do anything about it?
Right. No, I'm with you 100%. But,
like, if you don't care about a problem that you're having enough to change it, and you have the power to change it, and you don't really care about it then. You're just complaining to complain. It doesn't really affect you the way that you're saying it does.
And unfortunately, a lot of people say a lot of shit just to say shit because it comforts them in the moment. But they actually don't. The actions don't. They don't provide what that sentiment or that thought was originally. Like, how many times I don't really drink like that. It's been a while.
Just reach above your head. We can start now. We could start right now.
Well, where you kind of like, where you're just like, you're with a group of people and, you're out and you're drinking and then you start talking about like, oh man, I'm going to do this. Yeah. I'm going to do that. Like, dude, you're like, you're my best friend, or I fucking love you. You know what? I'm going to talk to this girl. I'm going to do this tomorrow. And then you wake up and you're like,
I'm not doing any of that shit.
I'm a fucking idiot.
I wonder if Crumble's open right now.
Yeah, you're like, and it's just like, yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to start this. I'm not going to. Think like that when you're fucking just like, when you wake up. When you wake up in the morning and be like, I'm going to go talk to this girl or guy for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to start something that I wanted to start forever. Like I'm going to do something today that I've never done before.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to do what I said 2 nights ago when I was fucking plastered. And I remember what I said, but it's just like, it sounds so, it's like you wish that you can think like that forever, because it's just, everything seems so easy when you're in that moment. And you're just like, oh yeah, I'm going to get that.
Yeah, but what are you really doing?
Do that.
You're drunk.
Yeah.
It's not real.
But they also say, drunks and babies, fucking little kids tell you the truth.
Do they? I've lied. I've lied a lot.
Or like they also say, when you're tipsy, like when you're drinking, it just it highlights who you are.
You think so? Because I know a lot of people.
Not that it's a good thing, but it's more of who you are, and it's like, oh, this is who you fucking are. Like, oh.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like, because don't your thoughts, there's no filter at that moment. We all have filters, and we're like, we're not going to say this. We're not going to say that. But when you're like drinking, you're just like, you'll go tell the prettiest girl in the bar, like, yo.
Yeah.
Because deep down inside, when you're sober.
You want a Diet Cream soda?
Yeah. Deep down inside, like, that's what you really want to do, but you don't have the what to do it. That's just who it is.
What do they call it? Liquid courage?
Yeah. But it's not fake. It's just you're not willing to pull it out when you're just normal. You know what I'm saying? But you feel that.
Moral of the story, just be drunk all the time.
Be drunk without all the other shit. Yeah, like, have that feeling always. But, like, for me, the game changer.
Yeah.
A couple things.
It's kind of a hard question, huh?
It is, because it can go any route. When I work out, when it's just me, I think this is the way.
Are you about to tell me that I'm your game changer?
You're part of it.
Are you about to tell me that I changed your life? Am I your hero?
Yeah, if you had a cape on, like, that would.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
How do you do the fucking heart thing or whatever the fuck? Like,
it's this one now.
What?
Yeah. Little hearts.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Wait. Like that?
No, you just give it to somebody. Little heart.
Oh.
You just. No.
Like fucking Salt Bae?
Yeah, dude. You just.
Throwing hearts, bitch. All you motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro.
Game changer. And it's so stupid. Like, I always was serious in the gym. I'm always serious about, like, wanting to change. But then you fall into this, like, where you're in the same spot. And you feel like you're at your best, but you aren't. Because you get used to doing the same things over and over and over again. And it always takes that little something to make you understand, like, damn, I'm not doing enough. It's so stupid.
What?
But meeting someone at the gym that you like, and then
romantically,
that you're like, you dig them. Like, if you like guys, it's a guy. If you like girls, it's a girl.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. Where you're like, I hope this can work.
Yeah.
And then,
what are you about to tell me right now?
No, man. Shoot.
What are you about to tell me right now, bro? Hey, you like me?
Oh, my God.
Hey, do you like me?
A little bit.
You gotta lie.
A little bit.
No, for real, go.
You're on my good side,
Come on,
man.
what are you saying?
Right. So, a lot of times it took stupid things for me to understand, and not to say that the person was stupid, but for dumb reasons, we only improve because we want to impress somebody else.
Oh.
So that was a game changer for me.
Yeah.
To understand, like, this person expects this of you, and they think you can do so much more. And you know damn well you're like, here.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I know you're going to get here. And you're like, fuck. And now that expectation is like, okay, I'm going to do it.
That's a good drive.
It is. But for the wrong reasons, because if you're just doing it to impress that person, you're not doing it for you anymore. You're doing it for them, even though they don't want that for them. You know what I'm saying? They see something in you, but you just see hearts in them.
But isn't that nice to have somebody have faith in you and be and
right,
expect greatness from you because they know you can produce it?
Absolutely. But not when the end result is, okay, you got to there, which you never get to there. You just keep going. But you get to a certain level and you think, okay, how am I now?
Oh.
And for them, it was always just like, you can just be, you're just better. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're just like, so I did all this just to make myself better, but I don't get nothing with you.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's hurtful.
Oh.
Has that happened to you?
Come on, man.
I'm being serious.
Yeah, but, you know,
with who?
You know what? Commercial break. I got to use the restroom. I'm a cliffhanger, bro.
Oh, man.
Cliffhanger.
All right. I'm going to stay talking.
Yeah, you better.
I'm tired of you going to the restroom all the time, man. So, what's helping the most? That's a part of Erica's question. Like I said, just surrounding yourself with people that want better for you, as long as it's healthy and it's reasonable, that's good. What Jesse was just saying is true. You can't, if you're not doing it for you, ultimately it doesn't matter because you're always going to fall short trying to impress somebody else. You need to learn to do something for you and your own satisfaction. What's helping the most with me is just consistency. Little wins each day or each week or each whatever. The little wins that I'm starting to count it's a snowball effect. It's really starting to add up, and it's making me feel more confident in the fact that I can set goals for myself and I can obtain those goals. It's easier for me to focus on smaller goals, like I just said, walking 40 steps a day, then 50, then 60, as opposed to saying, I can't wait till I walk 20 miles without stopping. It's going to be a while. You're not going to have time to appreciate the struggle that you're actually going through. You're not going to appreciate the value that it has to set small goals. And I'm talking as for fitness, but it can be for a lot of other stuff. Like if you have kids, the small goal of sitting down with them each night and doing a homework with them or whatever. Small goals, small obtainable goals that you can actually reach rather than the big picture. The big picture matters, but you can't paint that big picture unless you get your little steps in and celebrate those steps. Be excited. Allow yourself to feel great in the things that you're accomplishing. Allow yourself to know that what you're doing is good and be happy with it. Don't sell yourself short. Don't count yourself out. People are already going to do that for you. So when you obtain these small little goals, celebrate them and love them and be happy about it. Don't fucking walk in my shot. You couldn't wait. I was almost done. I was dropping bombs. You couldn't just stand there for a second.
I wanted to see how committed you were.
Extremely committed.
So then keep going.
I'm done. I said what I had to say. I was just joking.
Well, I heard some of it out there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so I felt like I had to come in before, like, waterworks, you know?
I cry a lot, man. I'm a little sensitive baby.
That's good.
I can't help it.
That's
I never
good.
used to be.
That means you're evolving and you're just allowing your feelings to come out. I have a trouble. Like, I have issues with that.
Do you?
Yeah. Like, my son's like, how come you don't ever cry?
How'd your boy feel after the workout?
Well, here's the thing. Like, I didn't ask him. Usually when we go home, he just like goes into his room and does his thing. You know, and he's just like, I can tell he's online playing and with his friends or whatever. So, you know, I don't really feel compelled to like ever just go in there and be like, No, he'll come out and give me a hug or whatever, and we'll talk about certain things. But
he seems like a good kid.
He is, man. I'm blessed as it pertains to like how he is. Anyway, he would be. It would be a blessing because he's your child. He's your kids, whatever. Like that's my son, and yeah, like I wouldn't change anything about him, at all. He's very respectful. He knows when to mess around with me. And I give him all the leeway as it pertains to like...
He's very quiet and reserved, though.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah. He knows his place.
Yeah.
But when he's with his friends in his room, it's like...
he's free.
He's a sailor.
Yeah.
He's on a ship.
Yeah.
They talking shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like... Yeah, dude. So it's like... I'm like, dude, be yourself always. He's never cussed in front of me, indirectly or directly, anything like that. I've heard him say a few Spanish cuss words in his room when he's playing, but I don't care. That shit's fucking funny to me. Even if he said like a cuss word, I'd fucking laugh because it's just not who he is.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, oh shit. He would be like that. So, and he's 14. So I remember when I was fucking 12, 13, I was like,
bro,
F this, F that,
As much as I could.
Oh, yeah. Because
as much as I could.
You can't say them in class or whatever, but...
Who can't?
Well, I didn't.
Oh.
In school, in middle school?
Oh, dude.
You did?
Bro, I was the worst student ever.
You're the badness.
Oh, man.
You're the badness.
Cops taking me out of class. Oh, dude.
You're that guy?
Oh, bro, there's so much about me that you don't know.
Well... You've painted some pictures,
yeah,
but I would never put you just in that box. That's not fair.
Well, that's not who I am anymore.
Right.
But that's definitely who I was back in the day. I'm talking running with gangs and selling drugs and fighting.
That fucker ain't never going to creep out like magically in this room, right? No. Like all of a sudden?
No,
like
dude.
You're having just like the fucking like...
I love the Lord now, bro. I'm straight. I'm cool. No, but that is in me, That's in me. Having kids settle
it helped you build your character. It's part of it. Was a building block to who you are now, and it wasn't a good part, but
no,
you got it out the way.
It is a tool because when my boys grow up and they start doing their foolishness, and they can never tell me, you don't know what it's like, motherfucker. Please, I know exactly what it's like, and let me tell you, this is not going to help you because there's been some hard fucking times.
Or it's like I tell my son, like you don't have to go through shit that I went through,
right?
Like, you don't have to try shit because...
It's okay to learn from other people's mistakes.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what, dude? If you ever have questions about anything or it's something that you've never tried before, like ask me about it. And if you're that... Now, we're not going to get into like hard-ass fucking drugs. He doesn't care about those things either. Or alcohol, anything like that. That's why, like, blessed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but like being able to communicate with your kids is the biggest way to know exactly, what they're into, what they like, what they don't like. They're human beings too. Like I don't feel like we're here to, you have to be this way. I think that's when people lash out. I think that's when kids are like, no, that's not. But when you're just part of it and you guys are like, in the same thing and just understanding, you let them be who they're going to be. They still have structure. You got to put structure around these kids. But you don't chain them up. I think that's a big thing. And you don't force them to
they're individuals.
Do something. Yeah. Like when they're 5 or 6, put them in soccer, fucking flag football. But if they're like 12, 13, 14 and they don't want to do that and you're just like, you're going to do that, to me, that's like, it's not, if I know what it was like to be a kid.
Yeah.
If I wanted to do something, I'd be like, I want to play basketball. I want to be on a team. I want to play the instrument. But I knew that if like my parents were like, hey, you should be in wrestling. I'm like, fuck. And I'm just like, no, I don't want to be in wrestling.
Yeah.
When I was a young kid, I was like, hey, whatever, but I didn't want to.
Yeah.
But then as I got to like 13, 14, I'm like, I don't want to do that shit. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I don't want to. So I kind of just like, let them decide what they want to do, if it's right. You can throw out things like, hey, what do you think about this? And then if they're like, not really, then you just leave it there and not try to push it. But yeah, I was the class clown in when I was a kid. So yeah, you were the fucking, but you know what? Like,
I wasn't a bully. I feel like you were just going to call me a bully.
No, you were just the badness.
I was mean.
Yeah.
But I was not a bully.
No, you were probably mean. You're like, if anybody messed with you, you'd probably dominate.
I was about it.
Yeah. So what I would do is I would befriend you. And dude, if we were friends in middle school, I think a lot of stuff would have changed.
Probably.
I think like, because my life's always been about just messing around and not being too serious about shit that shouldn't be. Like, life's not that serious. This is my motto. One of the mottos. I have many of them. You don't like a lot of them. But one of them is control what you can control.
Over here, bro. I'll be over here.
Hey, control what you can control and don't worry about what you can't control. You don't stress about things you can't control. You can't control traffic. You can't control the weather. You can't control how someone reacts to something, but you can control how you live your life.
Yeah.
How you react. Those things are important. But things you can't control, man, just why do people get upset?
Let it slide.
Fucking traffic.
Yeah.
You can't control that. So why are you going to get upset?
Yeah, you're right.
Why is it windy as shit? I had a good ass hair day. Like, who cares? You can't control it. Why are you going to get upset? Why reach that level of like...
And your hair wasn't that great, Ashley. Or whatever.
Yeah, Ashley. I mean... I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, fuck, I know. Like, my hair's just been like...
I wish you'd let it down. I like it when it's down.
Do you?
And I like it at the gym because you'll work out with it up or you work out with a hat.
Yeah.
But when it's time to lift some heavy shit or do some insane shit and you let it down, I'm like, this motherfucker.
That's when you get serious.
He's battling.
Yeah.
He's at war right now.
You gotta go.
I like it.
Nothing's gonna tie you back.
I like it a lot, dude. I like it a lot. It looks tough.
Well, that's why you don't bring it out all the time. That's like your secret weapon. Because if I was just like hair down all the time, it'd just be like...
Yeah, because right now you're like a chill ass samurai.
Yeah.
You're kicking it.
Mm-hmm. Just chilling.
But you let that down, bro.
Then
then you're that samurai that's got like 8 arrows in him, but he still kills the fools that killed him. Yeah.
That's what I'm shooting for,
Take us out with the last question we got from Instagram.
I didn't bring my glasses. How do you know, or how do you keep on track with your meal plan? It stresses me out. Sorry. I didn't wear my glasses
From the Flower
today.
Girl 64.
From Flower Girl 64?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
She's super cool.
No, yeah. I bet. I think all these people are cool. I think everyone's cool until they're not.
You know what's funny is she didn't send that. She didn't send that into me to be on the podcast. She sent that to me just asking me personally. Mm-hmm. And I sent her a message back. I was like, look, I really like this. I'm going to go ahead and answer this on today's episode, just so you know.
Okay. So I'm going first?
The reason I want you to go first is because mine's easy. Mm-hmm. I feel like my answer is easy. Mm-hmm. But now I want to get into the meal plan that you were doing when you were fixing for a show. And how did you stay on track? How did you stay so disciplined? And what are tips and tricks that you learned along the way?
Okay. So, I mean, there's two different sides of that, because if you're planning to do a show, there were a couple things that helped me to keep me on track. One is when you decide to do something, you do it. Be a person of your word. If you're doing a show, your meal plan is structured a certain way. I'm pretty sure someone's coaching you and telling you what you can eat, what you can't, when to work out, how to work out, all those little things. If you're going to do a show, and if you're going to be just like ripped for that moment, whatever.
Well, that's why I want you to talk about your show, and I'll talk about the other side of it.
Right.
I'll talk about the longevity, the lifestyle.
Okay,
you
cool.
talk about the 6 to 8 to 12 week.
Yeah, definitely. Just to be in that. What kept me on my meal plan and motivated was obviously at first, I want to do the show. I want to be my best. I don't want to just show up. I don't just want to be like, okay, I kind of half-assed it.
Hey, you took second place, dog.
Second place. I wish I would have took first, but I think the dude was on some shit. Whatever.
Do you feel like you should have taken first?
No, the guy's body was incredible, but he was like, I feel like he was on something. But whatever, to each their own. Like if I decided to join that, it is what it is. Whatever. But to stick with it is to understand that there's no such thing as like, well, if I just try it and it just happens, like it's progression. No, you always got to do things to try to be the best version of you and to win. You're going to do a show. I think you want to win. It costs money to do shows. Right. Not to say that you're guaranteed you're going to win.
No, but why not try?
But you do everything you can.
Why
every
not
little thing.
Try.
Just do it. But your meal plan, and here's the thing. These coaches, if you have a coach or if someone just sends you a meal plan online or whatever, a workout plan, they can't actually sit with you and watch your every move.
Yeah.
You can lie to yourself.
You can lie to them.
Yeah. And you can like, well, I'm going to eat this Snickers. It's not going to do much. Like they'll never know.
Right.
Like they probably won't ever know.
Right.
They'll just say, well, you either didn't work hard enough or your body wasn't meant to do it at this moment or whatever. Like they'll find a reason why, because things are tailored for shit to work.
Yeah, but you're only hurting yourself if you lie.
Right. But just staying on that meal plan, it is difficult. Yeah, it is ridiculous. Egg whites, plain ass oatmeal, very little salt, no salt the last few days, dry ass chicken. And I'm not helping by explaining it this way. But this is just the truth. You have to find a way to say
the blandest
I'm
of
just
bland.
fueling.
Yeah.
I'm just fueling for what I'm doing. And that is one of those things where you do want to look at the end result, because if you fuck up in any of these little moments, that end result's going to suck. And everyone's going to be like, yeah, you did a good job. But you deep down are going to be like, the pictures are going to say everything.
Yeah.
And let me get to the pictures. This is what kept me on track. For me, every Saturday night, I had to take pictures of every angle of my body, flexing on how I'm going to do poses, whatever. Not to mention every Saturday morning, I would have to meet with my coach. So those are things that had to help me, like to make sure that you got to be on it, because he's going to know if you fucked up this week or not.
Yeah.
Because every week there's a little change. And you don't see it because you see it every week. But when you take these pictures, you're able to go back and say, okay, this was week 8. This is week 4. Oh, shit.
Right.
And that's how you see. And that helps because you're like, okay, this shit's working.
Yeah.
The only way that shit works is if you're taking pictures once a week, same night every week, and comparing, because you can't compare day to day. That's too tough. It's impossible. Even week to week's a little, But from week 1 to week 4, oh shit.
Difference.
Week 4 to week 8, holy crap.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, once you get to like, depending on how many weeks you're doing it, let's say you're doing it for 12 weeks. Once you get to like week 10, everything's about the same. Nothing much is going to change. Now you're just maintaining. But that's what kept me on that meal plan just for a show, is I had to be responsible. The shit isn't free. The lifestyle is not free, because though you're eating a lot of more bland stuff, proteins, and it's fucking expensive.
It's not that expensive.
When you have to eat chicken 6 times a day, it is.
It's not that expensive.
When you have to eat chicken 6 times a day, it is. A day, a certain amount.
Maybe for you.
No, in that moment.
I'm saying maybe for you. Maybe for somebody that has that physical body. And can I tell you why? Mm-hmm. How much is a thing of chicken? Just one thing.
I don't know. I haven't bought chicken in a long time. Okay. I can't eat it.
Let's say one thing of chicken is $20.
But see, you have to get the chicken breast.
Great. One thing of chicken breast is $20, and that comes with 5 or 6, maybe, right? Mm-hmm. How many are you going to eat a day?
Like 30 grams of protein worth.
Okay,
so you have to weigh it.
Maybe you eat that whole thing a day. Then that's $20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Me as a big guy, as far as going and binging at a fast food restaurant, or a Taco Bell or a fucking whatever, $20 is not getting me anything. If I hit Taco Bell on my bad day, dude, it's $45, $50.
Right.
It's not that expensive. I'm saving money by eating healthier. I'm saving money. Yeah, I might go to Costco or Sam's Club once a week and drop $3.50.
Right.
But I'm dropping $45 on each meal, and I might hit that Taco Bell twice or 3 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
It's no problem. I'm saving money. Maybe for you.
Well, see, because my thing is going from, because you can't, when you're prepping for a show, they're going to tell you to not have the protein powders.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's where you're saving money in a normal fucking life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because, okay, I'll just get 30 grams of protein in this one scoop. This thing cost me $35 and it's going to last me a month.
Right.
So I don't got to buy all this chicken. Maybe I just eat chicken once a day.
That's true.
And then, when you just have to primarily eat egg whites, okay, the egg white carton, a little bit more expensive than buying 12 eggs. But even if you buy the 12 eggs, you're not getting enough egg whites in those 12 eggs. You got to buy more eggs. And then you're getting rid of all the yolk, So it's a little bit, but it's just, it. And then not to mention just like it costs to get into the show. It costs for your whatever you're going to wear, your tan, all those things add up. And then if you have a coach, pretty sure you're paying the coach. So that's where it's like, okay, you're paying for these things. You might as well do your best. Again, if you're doing a show. At the beginning, you're like, I'm all for it. Like, this is fucking great. You're excited to start it.
Yeah.
But once you're like in the middle, this is a reality. You don't like anyone. You don't want to talk to anyone. You just want to be in your room. If you live by yourself, better. You're not social. One, because you don't feel as great or happy because you're not getting all these other foods you used to eat. And two, usually when you hang out with someone,
temptation,
there's food.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be that person. It's like, or you just don't want to be around it because you're doing your best to not. You try to avoid every little thing because you're on this path.
Uh-huh.
But understand that this path is going to make you stronger in the long run, not physically, but mentally.
Yeah.
Because you're going to know, man, if shit ever hits the fan, I know I can survive based on what I've done before.
Off of
I can
cardboard
adapt.
and water.
I got to adapt, you adapt.
Yeah.
You get out of your comfort zone and you grow. You learn as a human being, like, that's better for you. It's an experience. And if you decide to stay in it, more power to you. Like, shit, that's people that stay like that, I don't know how they do it, but damn, that's like more power to you. But even if you just go through it once like I did, that's enough.
Yeah.
It's a learning experience. And you understand, like, okay, for me, it was, I don't necessarily want to look that way because the accommodation of the feeling.
Could you do it if you were getting paid for it, though? Like if you were an Instagram model or you were winning shows a lot or you were sponsored or whatever, then I think it'd be a little bit easier.
I wouldn't do it.
I would.
Well, that's okay.
Again, this is a goal that I've always wanted.
No,
it's something
right.
I've never lived. So to me, maybe I'm speaking out of my ass, but if somebody was like, hey, we'll pay you to work out and eat good, I'd be like, let's go.
You're not wrong because only you know what you would do. I can only speak on based on what it felt for me. And the feeling wasn't good enough for me to just like live my life that way.
Okay.
Because even in those times, like, yeah, you can have like a cheat meal.
Yeah.
Like every 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Just a meal. I can't do that, man.
Yeah. You could, but you don't want to.
I don't want to.
Right.
Yeah. I'm happier. I feel like I can still build a pretty decent body with what I do. I know the tricks of the trade of like, I can tell when I'm like overdoing it.
Yeah.
Take a step back a little bit.
Well, you're happy right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And you have like easily top 10% body in America. If there was a percentage, you're in the top 10.
Oh, I thought you meant like Okay, I'm in a group. Okay, right.
Of the top 10% of health and fitness in just on your everyday life.
Top
people
20%,
that aren't
maybe.
Whatever. Okay.
Whatever that is, yeah.
You're in the top.
Thank you.
You're not, you know what I mean? So
Thank you.
But you're doing it and you're happy and you did the other way and you found out you weren't happy, but you tried it out and you were like, this ain't for me. I don't want to do it ever again. You didn't like who it turned you into or how it made you feel.
Right.
But at least you did it.
Yeah.
And now you have experience to talk on to help people out that have questions, or now you can teach.
And it's one of those things that, yeah, I could definitely teach, but everyone will find their road. Like I said, you can take bits and pieces from people that know what they're doing, but not everything is going to work for you.
Yeah.
Some things will, but then you'll understand like, okay, this works. This is exactly the path.
Yeah, but now you have a perspective or an opinion to at least offer. You can be a part of that conversation.
For sure, yeah. I feel like anyone that wants to start or is in the middle of it, yeah, definitely. I mean, even if you're like going to do a show, I think I can help that as well.
Yeah.
But I'm not like a coach who are like, I can teach you how to pose. I'm not doing that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but as far as like being healthy and what to eat, how to eat, and really what it takes to push yourself, like I think that's definitely more of inspiration.
Yeah.
You know, so if you need inspiration.
I can see how she was saying that it stresses her out, because when I first started trying to lose weight, calories freaked me out, carbs freaked me out, all the numbers on the nutrition label freaked me out, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't freak me out anymore. And the way that I'm able to keep on my meal plan is because me personally, it helps a lot because I don't need a lot of variety to eat. Mm-hmm. When I find 3 or 4 good staple meals that are actually beneficial to my lifestyle, my diet, and I'm like, I can eat this all day, every day, I'm fucking solid.
Yeah.
What's hard for me is trying to figure out other stuff that I can actually eat. Maybe I don't want chicken today, and maybe I want to try this. Oh, well, Costco has this. Let me try that. For me, it's kind of fun because it's like trying to Tetris my calories. I know how many calories I need, and I know how many grams of protein I need. Mm-hmm. I'm not worried about carbs. I'm not worried about fats. I'm not worried about anything else. I'm worried about calories and protein. If I have those 2 basic numbers for my foundation, I can put together a puzzle, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of cool. Oh, I can have this much of this. I can have this much of this. I can da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. So I make it fun. For me, it's like a game. It's like Sudoku or a crossword puzzle, but with your life. That's why it doesn't stress me out so much. But what does stress me out is when I don't prepare properly. If I try to go to bed and I'm like, well, I'll just meal prep tomorrow early in the morning. Well, I accidentally overslept. Now I don't have time. Now I got to figure out what I can eat. Without being prepared, without having that discipline, that's where the stress comes out.
Yeah.
Because you know what you can eat. You know what you can eat. You know what tastes good and what doesn't and what works. But if you don't put in the effort to do it, you shoot yourself in the foot and you're fucked.
Preparation.
Dude, discipline. I feel if I don't prepare my meals, I'm talking like even my protein shakes for the morning. If I don't just knock it out of the way and get it going, I am fucked.
Yeah, because you're just going to look for other ways to get that fill in, and sometimes it won't be the best options.
Right. Or you didn't have as much of this as you thought you did. Mm-hmm. Or you didn't have enough of, it's tough. If you don't, it's really simple.
Yeah.
On paper, a meal plan and a diet structure is the easiest fucking thing to do. It's the mental part that fucks you up.
I think with the actual meal plan, what helped me was, and it's trial by error. You do things, you're like, damn, that didn't work. Because when I first started doing meal plans where I would put everything in a little case or whatever and have like these foods set up for me, and I could just grab them and microwave them, whatever. Right. Which is what I'm doing now. When I first started, I was doing it and I was setting everything up for like 6 days out. Well, I found out that by like the 5th and 6th day, those foods were bad. Yeah. So what I learned was I got a meal prep for like 2 or 3 days. Yep. And then on that 3rd day, when I still have my 3rd days of food, meal prep again for 2 or 3 days. If you just got to find a good 45 minutes, maybe an hour to do these things and get those 2 or 3 days out the way.
But you can't be like, I don't have any time. Well, you did.
Yeah.
You just watched Netflix instead.
Exactly. Or you were on your phone for fucking 3 hours.
TikTok will take up 3 hours of your day, no problem.
Yeah, dude, if you're scrolling, like you could scroll for an hour.
Easy.
Yeah, you get caught into this fucking web, and it's fucking this video leads to that video, and it's just like, oh, we know what you like now.
But which
Here's
one's
more
going
of
to
that.
help you?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
The hour of meal prep or the hour of TikTok?
And that to me is one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
Is because once you know it's in fridge, guess what? You have to eat it now, or you're going to throw it away. So that's what's going to keep you guys on track. If you're doing the meal plan, like, and you're prepping your chicken or your lean beef or ground turkey, whatever it is, or your vegan, whatever, do it 2 or 3 days. Like, make sure you got 2 or 3 days of food ready, you know, whatever that is, whatever that entails, whatever your protein, your carbs, your fats, do all that and do your best to not drink calories. That's about it.
That's easy.
Yeah.
That's easy.
It is.
You just can't be lazy.
Like, dude, my son would never drink water like a couple years back.
Yeah.
He just like, what's water? It doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah.
Well, duh. You know? So what I started doing was I would get the Mios and just squeeze, and they're 0 calorie, and just squeeze it
Now
into
it's
his water.
juice.
Yeah. And so it got to the point like now he drinks more water than I do every day without the Mio. But he understood like it's necessary. It's what we are. We're water.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of the big things. Like when you learn to not drink your calories, you'll be like, damn, I can eat more now.
Yeah.
I didn't have that glass of orange juice that was like 160 calories, which once in a while is good for you. Orange juice, vitamin C is good, but I'm sorry. Like,
And when you're eating healthy and you're eating clean food, you get a lot more food during the day.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude.
It's even tough to finish eating the food.
You have a big ass bowl of salad, and if you just count the salad, you got like 75, 80 calories for this big ass volume. Volume eating is huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like sometimes it's hard. Like if I do too much volume eating during the day, it's hard for me to reach my numbers.
Yeah.
That's the truth. I'll hit my protein, but I won't hit my calories. But I'm sure it's better to be under calories than over.
Yeah.
So,
and that was the thing for me too when I was doing the prep was sometimes I couldn't eat all. I had to, but it was just too much protein because I wasn't used to eating so much protein every day.
yeah.
I had to straight like the source from chicken or fucking 93.7 fucking
Real
ground
meat.
beef. Yeah,
Yeah.
93 only 7 fucking % fat. It was a chore. You know, that was the toughest parts. But just prep your food, go through it. And my lifestyle now, like what's going to make you stay on track is be disciplined fucking 5 days at least on fucking point. Like no, don't cheat a little bit. Don't eat a little bit of cereal. This is just me though. Stay on track 5 days. Work out 5 to 6 days a week. And then, like me, I have that one cheat day that takes away all my urges for the most part of the week to eat anything else that I don't need because I know I'm coming up on that Sunday and I'm going to get those things. But then I also give myself another day where I can have like somewhat of a cheat meal, like a burger or a cookie, crumble cookie. So it's like one day of I don't count shit. One day of I get one thing. Then the other 5 days are on fucking point. That to me is what keeps me going and sane and energetic, and I feel great.
And some people can do it and some people can't.
If you're just starting, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Once you get to a point where you're like, I like the way I look, do that.
Because I'm on 3 weeks now without a cheat meal or cheat, and I feel great, dude.
Good.
And because I'm doing it the right way and not super low calorie and trying to starve myself, like I said, I'm stronger. My recovery time is better. I'm happier. I have more energy. You have to do it properly. Mm-hmm. If you're going to do it at all.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it at all, do it right.
Yeah, why half-ass it? Don't, like, just go.
Just go.
It's the only thing.
That's the name of this episode.
Just go.
Just go.
And the benefits, you'll see those rewards as you just go. Don't look at the finish line. The journey is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you're going to be in the middle of it. You'll be like, oh shit, I'm like this now. you know? So yeah, I mean, it's the good thing is you guys are reaching out. I have questions too. Sometimes I ask other people, like, just because, you know, people might think you look a certain way, that doesn't mean you have it all figured out. You fucking don't. So like, I take advice from everybody. I take advice from you, from like, I don't care because your perspective is totally different when you're looking at it from the outside. And sometimes someone else might have the answer that you're just like, what am I doing wrong? Yeah. And that's why when we work out, I ask you, I'm like, dude, what am I doing wrong? What's happening? Hey, what should I do if I do this? Like, so, I mean, someone might have the answers you don't have, and then you just adjust. And
yeah, but don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah, don't. That's the biggest thing. And I appreciate these people reaching out and asking. Like, it might work for you, it might not, but at least you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
So
you're not gonna try.
You're gonna
do it. You ready to call it?
I'm ready to do whatever is necessary to make people happy.
All right then. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys tune in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Thank you guys for everything and the love and support that you've shown. We'll talk to you next week.
Keep sending those questions.